that, I think, Zach Adedeji.
Okay.
So
let's
do something on
we'll get there now.
Yeah.
Now, in continuation of his desire to put round pegs in round holes for his administration to be on fast lane to recovery, President Bola Tinubu approved the appointment of 2 additional special advisors and 2 senior special assistants. They are Hadiza Usman, special advisor on policy coordination, and Natu Musawa, special advisor on culture and entertainment economy. That's Senator Abdullahi Abubakar Gumel, senior special assistant on National Assembly matters, that's Senate, and Olariwaju Kunle Ibrahim, senior special assistant on National Assembly matters, House of Representatives. Let's start from Hadiza Bala Usman. Mujit.
Yeah, no, Hadiza Bala Usman recall her role as the MD of Nigerian
Port Authority.
And,
I thought you were going to take it from when she started at BP.
No. Okay. So she's always been there. I know she wrote that book about how she was removed and how painful it was to her. She did very well in the MPA, and unceremoniously. She was.
Her appointment was confirmed for the 2nd time.
Yeah.
But she was suspended months after.
The
confirmation.
Appointment, Rotimi Amechi complained that he did not recommend her for a 2nd term.
But the president did it.
And you know, the way that government, the way they run that government.
Very clumsy.
Some people can go, that was his complaint that, look, I didn't, and I ought to be the person.
As Minister of Transport.
Yes.
Well, you can recommend to the president, and the president can do otherwise.
So it was bypassed.
Yeah, it was bypassed. That was his complaint.
So, okay.
And the president felt, well, let me do what he wanted, because that. Let's not even go into that.
No, I think now that she's back,
it belongs in the past.
Yeah, now that she's back, she has written a book on that. Those who want to find out what actually happened should go and read that book. But now that she's back, she must prove that what she did at MPA then was not just a mere fluke. Policy implementation, good policies that will impact positively on Nigerians, in the terms of and economy. I see her working hand in hand with Mr. Wale Edun, who is, of course, the coordinator, the special advisor on economy. They should come up with policies that can improve revenue generation and also impact on the masses on the streets. Those are the kind of things that Nigerians need. Especially how we address the issue of the cushioning effects of the removal of the subsidy. Because up until now, it's only those in Cameroon, Niger Republic, and Sudan that are crying.
That will be benefiting.
They are the ones using Alabukun for our headache. Why we are taking it in strands.
I'm even surprised the way Nigerians are taking it.
Honestly.
It shows that there's God's hand in what is going on.
Because
this is the highest
increase
ever.
More than about 300%.
7 naira
just
to
yes.
130.
I think for many people, the earliest steps that Ashwaju has taken is proof that the future will be better if the people support his administration, if he maintains the momentum, and if the policies are properly implemented. So I think a lot of people believe that, look, where we found ourselves is not his problem. It's not his making.
Yeah.
Therefore, we need to do what he's doing. These steps will be painful, but they are necessary. People like, look at, I was telling someone, I said, Muhammadu Sanusi, the Emir of Kano, the other day was saying that it was a mistake to not elect Vice President Yemi Osinbajo. But the same man went to Aso Rock, to congratulate Asiwaju and then encourage him to continue the economic reform that
Mr. President called him Mr. Monetary Policy.
Yes.
That's
You know, so because I was sure, I said, when he said this, it wasn't a long time ago. The truth is, many people, including Muhammadu Sanusi, never believed for once that Asiwaju was capable of taking those steps that he has taken.
Yeah.
Because these are bold steps.
Yeah.
A leader has to be ready to take bold, painful decisions. Yeah. Once you are convinced that in the final analysis, it will be the best for us as a nation. So the same man who went to an event and said, oh, not electing Oshibajo was a mistake.
Yeah.
That means he was telling the person who was elected that you are not good enough.
Yeah, it was a wrong
that
choice.
It shouldn't have been you.
Yeah.
That they didn't know what they were doing when they elected you. But it has taken just a few steps, a few decisions for him to go to the same person to say, you know, I'm visiting you to encourage you to go ahead with the two
takeaways from what has happened in the last few days of Asiwaju's presidency. Reuters did a story and they called him Baba Go Fast. Put it in parentheses.
I saw it.
Reuters. In fact, they said it's like
the opposite of Baba Go.
Yes, it's like this man it's like he's too fast for Nigerians. So.
Because those were things that they used to tell us to do.
And now why Nigerians didn't react because of the increase, because of the removal of fuel subsidy. Now they can see that from 69 million liters a day, we are down to less than 30 million liters. And there are no queues. So which means we have cut off more than half of the fuel that it said, we are going to Sudan, Cameroon, Togo, Benin Republic.
Sudan,
and they are the ones
going to people's pockets.
And the money.
At times,
how many tankers were we seeing going across?
No, you know what?
That's what the customs DG said, CG says. Yeah. What are we talking about? That which road were they passing? Because the quantum of fuel that you want us to believe was being smuggled. You know the way.
Where are we going to store it?
Okay. Niger Republic, all the cars that they have in Niger Republic.
It's not up to what we have in
Abeokuta. We have in just 2 states in
one
Nigeria.
Local government in Lagos. Okay, let's we'll take this break. When we come back, we'll talk more. Still, journalists stand out.
In today's world, our lifestyle, both at work and at play, depends on connectivity. Our connectivity depends on the devices that make it possible, and these devices depend on electric power. When power fails, our life shrinks, our work drops, and our joy dips. JRB Solar Energy Systems are here to ensure that we enjoy uninterruptible power, uninterruptible joy. Whether you're running a business, an institution, or just a home you return daily to rest, JRB has got you covered. No project is too big for our super digital inverters, long-lasting batteries, and efficient solar panels. Go. Dream on. Change your world. JRB Solar Inverters, batteries, solar panels, solar streetlights, and more. Telephone 0906 752 1111. Email sales@jrbsolar.com. With JRB, the sun's gonna shine on everything you do.
Thank you for staying with us. Jide Anatu Musawa, Special Advisor on Culture and Entertainment, Entertainment Economy. President Bola Tinubu promised the youths.
Anatu played a very big part in the campaign. In fact, what I see happening is that, Diko Rada, the governor of Katsina, will be saying, Asiwaju has stolen my thunder. Because Diko Rada will want to work with someone like Anatu. Brilliant, fantastic writer, full of ideas. You know, and very, very energetic. During the campaigns, we saw the role that all of these women played. And you know, if you are a consistent reader of Daily Trust, I know that you've seen her column. She ran a consistent column for years. And her ideas are very good. So Asiwaju needs people like this, you know, in the administration. And he promised that he will give jobs to youths and women. So we are happy.
This will target the entertainment economy.
Yes.
This will target the youths.
Now, yes, because look, she did that poem about Asiwaju. You know, she's a creative person. So what I want to see is a ministry for culture and tourism. Let it stand alone. Remove it from under information.
Okay.
Because look at the potential of tourism.
Yeah.
We can actually make Dubai, they have oil, but they focus more on tourism. We can make a lot more money from tourism than we are making. And someone like Asiwaju with his ideas, you know, should know that the ministry for tourism and culture should stand alone. Remove it from the encumbrances of
information.
What is it doing
State alone. In terms of tourism, I remember Wale Ojolari, when he was in charge of tourism, he was able to bring out so many things about Ekiti State on his Facebook page.
Larry said he went to, is it Malaysia, one of these countries, and he was weeping. I said, Nigeria, look at what we've done with Mambila. See how we are wasting Mambila. Go to that most beautiful place in Nigeria. Wasting away.
Or even Obudu.
Yes. No, it's similar. The landscape is very similar. If you've been to Obudu, it's just similar to Mambila, except that Mambila is colder. You know? So we need to let that ministry stand alone. People like Hannatu Musa, because I want to believe that these are transitional ministers. They are still going to move from this stage to maybe another stage, just like Nuhu moved from
national security,
security to NSA. So it has to, there will be people that they can use. People who have headed the culture, people like our friend, what's his name? The Jebu man, Runsewe. Yes, very knowledgeable on culture and tourism matter. So let tourism, let us show that we want to make money. A lot of our young people, you know, entertainment, I know that they will be targeting even not just Nollywood, but even the music industry, the Davidos of this world, you know.
The next set of special assistants, I think their work is going to be, you know, their work is going to be
National
easy.
Assembly.
There's going to be work is going to be easy.
Yes.
When you have
former National
Assembly members, when you have Bola Tinubu himself, a lawmaker, when you have the Vice President, a lawmaker, when you have the First Lady, a lawmaker,
a lawmaker.
Senators, House of Reps.
Yes.
As a matter of fact,
people like Faleke are still there.
Yes. So the synergy between the 10th Assembly and this administration.
No, they will have little work to do as liaison officers. Yes. That's their role as liaison officers.
They know what.
You know, the appointment of the SSA on National Assembly matters, House of Reps, Ibrahim Kunle, we call him IBO, Olanewaju. I mean, he just left the National Assembly from Ekiti State, and he's a very close ally of Femi Gbajabiamila, the Chief of Staff. And, you know, I could see oftentimes they went on Humra and Holy Pilgrimage together. You see them in Aram and things like that. So they have been very close. So just like we have noted here, I see a very cordial working relationship between the executive and this 10th assembly, especially given the fact that Tajuddin Abbas, who is from the reps, and even Akpabio, and of course, owes their emergence to the support they received from the party. So they will want to give back. Of course, we are not saying they should be rubber stamps. They shouldn't be rubber stamps. They should
for both houses.
But I see.
We should not omit. For the first time, Mr. President touched on the Brigade of Guards.
There is no time. I'm looking at we have less than 3 minutes. There is a lot that we have
that
to
one, honestly, on that.
There is no time. People will do it tomorrow.
All right.
There's no time.
Okay. Moji Jamiu, I will thank you. And Jide, thank you for your contribution. And that's our package today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcasts of this episode tonight by 11. We're on YouTube, youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria.